Okay, so there are so many strange things happening. It's just unbelievable, out of this world. These are majestic times. There are energies and there are things at play that are way beyond even comprehension. It seems like the Christ energy is drawn to me. And I see this over and over and over. And I see how it's all just, it's like divine. So I was sitting here, I was making these movies, and I'm on the Jordan River, right? Which is also kind of like, also the story of how I even came to be in Israel and where I ended up in Galilee is also kind of a story. It's like the story that started years before I was even born, with my great-great-grandfather. The reason I'm saying all this is because just now, the last couple of hours while I'm standing here painting, a really nice young man came and spent the last couple of hours. He is going to come back because his bag is here. He came here. He lives in the Netherlands, I think he said, and he came here to the Jordan River he felt like he had a calling and to be at service here in Israel. And he was in Nazareth and at all the holy sites, and he came here to the Jordan River to baptize himself, to get baptized. And we started having a conversation, and I asked him, because I could feel it. I could feel the Christ energy, like the energy of Christ flowing through him. So I asked him, do you feel like you have the Christ energy flowing through you? And he said yes. And then it just sparked a conversation, a spiritual conversation that I could have never imagined. And we've been here talking about it for the last couple of hours. And it feels like everything is so divinely guided. I think that in the past year, I think this is the fourth person that I've met that has the Christ energy flowing through them, who has been drawn to me. There was somebody from Facebook that contacted me and actually told me that he feels that he has the Christ energy flowing through him, and others. And it feels like, how could it be? How could it be? This is something that is magnetized to me over and over and over. And this is just the past year since I've been really noticing and in tune with myself. But if I think backwards, this has always been. The people that are drawn to me and he came and we started this conversation, and I started channeling for him. Messages for him started coming through me, and I recognized it. Which that is something in itself that is new to me. Even knowing that I'm channeling is something new to me, but being able to understand that I'm channeling, and then noticing when it is actually happening is it adds power to the channeling, because when you embrace it and you know what you're doing and you know that it's not yours, then you trust it in to be there when it needs to be there, because it's not something that you have to consciously bring. When there are messages for a certain person, they are drawn to you, and they are requesting this channeling. And this is something that also yesterday a girlfriend wrote me. Um, a few things that she's going through. And it was out of the blue, really, that she wrote me, because we had never written back and forth. We're doing that course together. We had never written back and forth before. And she just kind of contacted me to tell me things that she's going through and to wish me a good week. And I sat down to write her a text. And so I started writing her the text. And I realized at some point that what I was writing was a channeled message for her, in her, what she is going through, to strengthen her and to give her strength in her path. And I realized that, oh, this is a channeled message. This isn't me. And so I wrote to her, this is channeled for you. And she got it. She understood what I was saying. And I wrote to her, that I wrote her a personal note for me. And then where the channeling started coming through, I wrote her, this is channeled. And with that, being able to do that, it also makes it easier for me to give those messages, the messages that I need to give, because I'm not under the assumption that, oh, this is mine that I'm giving them, and where am I coming from to give her this advice? Like, who am I to be giving her this advice? No, it's not even me. This is channeled for her through me. And when I remove myself, it makes it just so much more simple. It just makes it so much easier also to channel, and also to trust that it's going to be there, and also to be able to give the messages, because I understand that the messages are divine. They're not mine. These messages are not mine. So they're not mine to sit on. They're not mine to ponder if I can give it or not give it. That's egotistical. They're simply not my messages. And that is something in trusting the divine. And that also has to do with this man that showed up here today. I think I'll ask him for a picture, and I'll post in Facebook. So whoever wants to see a picture of me and him together when he comes back from his baptism, I will ask him if we can take a picture together, and I'll post it, and then you can go in and see it. Maybe I'll even put it here. We'll see. I know how I do things, so we'll see how that works out. But really, I'm coming into this knowing, this really strong knowing, that these messages are not mine. This is not mine. This is not me and these are things that are coming through me from higher realms. And this is one of the first times that I've really been able to actually sit down and articulate that into words, because it's such a strong knowing. These things that I was telling him, they were messages for him. They're not, and just if he hadn't come here, those messages would not have come through me. They were specifically for him. And in knowing that also, first of all, it gives me peace, because all of a sudden I realize, wait a minute, it's not even you. It gives me peace, because all of these years I've thought that all this channeling is me, is my thoughts. It's not me. It lets me off the hook, and it also allows me to separate the me from the other. It isn't me. It makes it so much more easy. It makes it so much easier for me. It's not me. This is God speaking through me. That the universe speaking through me. It's messages that are divine, and they are above me, and they are not me. And in that way, it gives me a lot of relief. I don't have to worry about it. It's not mine. All I have to do is allow it to flow through me. When it flows through me and I allow it to flow through me, I will be provided for. I trust. I'm starting to see that this is absolute. There is no other way. What are the chances of this man that came and he's on this special journey and he comes here and finds me? And then the words that I give him are divine and give him a message. And he was crying. He was sitting here crying, and I'm not taking credit. I'm kind of telling it and in shock from it at the same time, because it's such a strong realization that it's not me. It's so overwhelming. The understanding in me that it's not me is so strong. That's not me. It's not me. These are entities that are coming through. These are messages that are from the divine. This is not me. And it is actually, I see it as me being a bridge in between worlds, being able to see him and see what powers he has. And actually that is something that I've always kind of known, is that part of my gift is to be able to see other people's powers, and kind of see, and through seeing people, you give them legitimacy in being who they are, or allowing them to see their gift and what they've come to give. And so you can actually allow another to embrace his gift. It's kind of like being a bridge. That's what I feel like. I feel like I'm a bridge in between worlds. That I bridge people with themselves into knowing who they are and what their gifts are, and what their purpose is, and what they have been given to pass on in this world. We are not this 3D body only. This 3D body is the vessel that holds whatever it is that is inside. So in knowing this completely and full-heartedly, and understanding it and being able to see it energetically, being able to understand it mentally, being able to emotionally being able to cope with it. And to, in knowing this so solid, this is something that has been solidifying in me, especially in the last days, in the last few days, something that has been solidifying in me. And in that complete knowing, and the strength and power that I have in my knowing and understanding of this, I can also give all of the other people, people that are drawn to me, that come to me for, that are drawn to me for this purpose, to get legitimatized, or that somebody else can see them, and with knowing and power and confidence, tell them who they are, or allow them to see themselves in their full glory, without all of the junk that has been built on top of that, is a gift. I am so blessed. I am just so blessed. I feel blessed more and more every day. I feel blessed, and by doing this, I also get to meet all these cool people. And this guy that I just met, he is Holy of Holies. He is, he has the Christ energy flowing through him, and he is magnetized to me. And his journey and my journey, we were divinely guided to meet for this purpose, for the purpose of whatever it was here that happened. So in me giving him the gift of whatever it is that I was channeling for him, which a lot of times after I'm channeling, I don't really remember what it was that I was saying. But in the being able to channel for him was also, I was given the gift of seeing my gift of, it's another place where I understand that what my gift is, and actually being able to see it while I'm purposely allowing it to flow through me without thinking that it's me, and understanding exactly what it is and telling him. I told him too what the energy is that was flowing through me, and he understood because he had just experienced it, and in a place where he is looking for answers, and in that he gave me back the gift of understanding my gift. So you see, it's in giving the gift, you're getting the gift as well. So when you are giving your gift, you are getting your gift, and that is a given. It's not a one way. There is not I'm the teacher and you're the pupil. It is we are both teachers and pupils at the same time. But it is to each his own to receive and to understand their own gift, and to work the powers and to do the self-work in order to free yourself so that you can receive and so that you can understand. You have to free yourself of the ego mind. I'm really excited about this day. This day is coming to be something else. Also with the videos that I did this morning, I'm really happy with the videos that I did this morning, and I'm really feeling really strong in the place that I am. I'm feeling blessed. Really, I just feel so blessed and strong and able and capable and free. I feel free. And I think that also has to do with the being able to trust. Trust that the answers will come as they are needed. You can't, I can't decide that, I can't make something happen before it happens. And everything has its own divine way of opening up. And I just need to get out of the way and allow it to flow through me. And once I do that, then the rest will fall into place. It's when I get in there and start thinking that I'm having to do something in order for everything to work out, is when I'm actually stopping the flow of God through me. I'm thinking that it's all up to me, and it's not. When I learn how to get out of the way and learn that my ego is a tool that was given to me to work with in this plane that holds me separate so that I can have this human experience, and I can take the knowledge of the world and expand it, because the only way that matter moves is by becoming matter. And the only way that knowledge expands is by encompassing it. My son once told me something that was so genius. He said, religion is what educated the world. It's the beginning of the knowledge that we know today, but because people wanted to, it was like the first book was the Bible. And once people started taking knowledge and putting it into order, then you could start building knowledge on top of it. So the minute that there was the Bible, which was the first book, then knowledge they started building on that. All of the written knowledge in history, all of it, was stemmed out was stemmed out of the Bible. That was the first written knowledge. Everything since then, science, history, everything of the knowledge that we have today is here because of the Bible. So there's a lot to say just on that subject. And I thought that was totally genius, the way that he put it that. But I'm really excited about this day. I see how, every day brings with it gifts. And today I feel blessed. Now, how am I going to take this and what am I going to do with this? I don't know. I kind of feel like I don't need to do anything with it. That just like this man came into my life today, and tomorrow he's going to Egypt. So all we have is a moment in time, and the messages that I gave him and the messages that he gave me and the experience that we had together reinforces each of us on our own path. So it was a combined mutual meeting, and pretty cool, I have to say. It's a really neat understanding. Another one bites the dust, and another one down, and another one down, another one bites the dust. Okay, I'm done with this garbage can. Oh, I have the inside of another garbage can too. Okay, so I'm going to stop this video here. When he comes back, we'll see. Maybe, I think I'll take a picture with him and put it on my Facebook. So if you're watching this and you want to see him, he's wearing white robes and he has his wooden cross on, and he looks like Jesus. And he says that he gets that a lot, which is really funny. I find it humorous. I find this whole universe is so funny when you're in tune with your humor and when you're in tune with yourself, and you can find the funky in things. This universe has such a funny sense of humor. This is just like something out of this world. Something out of this world. Okay, so I'm gonna stop this here.